Every day in the USA, people find themselves in court.
Okay. All right. We have at least three people here for small claims. Mr. Wilholt, we'll let this run a little bit and see whether your party shows up, but right ahead of the have you leave and then she shows up. So we'll take care of some of these.
All right.
You're all here for small claims court. Small claims is a separate division of the 3B district court where the rules are different and they're more relaxed. I don't know if I'm more relaxed, but the rules are. I might as well. We don't strictly follow the rules of evidence or procedure. We'll allow foundational elements without a lot of rigmarole. But everybody is under oath and they're sworn to tell the truth. There's no formal record being made of small claims. There's no transcript. There's no formal record, and there is no right to appeal. And there is no right to have an attorney. Any decision made here is final. Either party has the right to remove the matter to the general division of the court where they could sue for up to $25,000, have all the rules of evidence and procedure apply. But you have to tell me that before we start. Do you understand?
Yes.
All right. Well, the first one to log in was Miss Smith. Let's talk about her. This has to do with the X box, and the claim is for $1,382.47. Miss Keith, is that amount still due and owing?
Yes, it is.
All right, well, let's take a minute. Now, everybody raise your right hand, all four of you, if you would. Miss Keith, in this case, you contend she rented an Xbox, lost it, or it got stolen or something, so she can't return it, and you're suing for $1,382.47. Is that correct?
Yes.
Miss Smith, what's your position?
So I'm still making the payments, even though I didn't have it. I moved and relocated. So it took a while for me to start having come again and job. I just started that job in July. So now I've just been trying to get caught up on my rent at my new location where I moved. And this is my first time renting anything, and I had no issue with making the payments, but I did explain to her everything that was going on.
Well, what happened
also, who I was talking to has it, and I did try to retrieve it, but I had no way of contacting him. And then recently I was able to. I still don't have it with me, but I also never read the paperwork, which is my fault, because at the time when I got the Xbox shopping, and the delivery person came to, I did everything over the phone. They came to brought it to me. And so I didn't really, she just like sign here, sign here, sign here. And I just signed it. I actually dropped like 2 pieces of the paper because they called me back like later after, was like, hey, do you have this paper? Because we need it. And I was like, I think I might have dropped it, knowing really busy that Eve, or it was Christmas Eve. I'm not sure. The date should be on here, but I didn't. And I just think that the prices are outrageous, and because technically like the retail price is only for something, and technically I've already paid that to her. I just have to go and get it now because I had someone else pick it up for me. So now I need to go get it.
It's going to be yours. You signed this contract and I bought it in the store. People don't have enough money to go buy it in the store, so they rent it to own it, and then they lose it, or it gets stolen, or they sell it, or I don't know. But you owe $1,382.40. Service or court costs are $63.50. Susie, do you have the service fee?
I do not. I just sent it up to the process server up in Grand Rapids, and I haven't seen anything.
You're not using Bruce Morse anymore?
He wouldn't go up to Grand Rapids, but because we have a store in Grand Rapids, they have a process server, so I sent the stuff to her.
I don't know what to put. I guess I'll just leave it blank. $47 plus $63.50 in cost for a total of $1,445.97. You now own it, except you got to pay this rent, or you got to pay this payment. How much can you pay each month?
I could probably do about maybe $50 to $60.
All right, $60 a month would take a little less than 2 years.
I'll be able to pay it off probably by May for sure.
All right, I'm gonna do $75 a month, starting November 1st. Now, if you pay it sooner, then you can get this case over with.
Yeah, I was trying to get my family to go get it, to bring it to me before court, because she said, I spoke to her, and she said
But even if you return it, there would still be unpaid rent.
But she
And
didn't know
so,
how much.
all right, I don't, $1,445.97 at $75 per month. See judgment. I don't know how this guy, it's yours, but you owe this amount of money. Are you still at the Burton Street address?
Yes, that is my new and current address.
I was in Grand Rapids earlier this spring. In fact, I was there last night coming home from the airport. You can't get anywhere from any north. You're all right. If you try to get out of there going south.
Not that I'm aware of. The last that I knew, they were still working
All
on
right,
it.
well, you owe $1,445.97. I'll send you a copy of that order. You send the payment directly to the Z Smart store. All right, you're good to go.
Thank you.
All right, next to check in was Miss Elliott. This is a claim for, let me pull this one up. Once again, Susie Keith is here from Z Smart. And let me take this one out of here. Miss Elliott is here. This is a claim, as I said, for $1,300. This is a living room group. They asked for the money and what's the status of this, Miss Keith?
It's still owed. After we filed it in court, we got a call to go pick it up. We went to attempt it, but the arm has a big hole in it, big rip, so we couldn't pick it up.
Miss Elliott, what's your position?
Well, my position is I tell them every time I made my payments, can you guys stop calling and harassing me? 3 phone calls a day, and make a payment, and I would still receive all these calls, messages, everything. They would show up at my house. I wasn't home. I work on the road. The company I work for, I'm always on the road. I have never received a text message or a phone call about, hey, we need to pick up the furnace. There's one child there that's 18, that's actually older than 18. Never once was anything said to him about, hey, we are here to pick up the furniture or anything. But then when I talked to Ryan about it, he said, I called him and I said, hey, you guys probably, I want to say actually it was probably about a couple of weeks before this claim was filed. And he said, his exact words were, well, I have out what we're able to do because it's already been through court.
Just a moment, Miss Elliott.
Hi.
Miss Mines? Hello, you're late, but you are here, so we'll get to you in just a moment.
So I was also informed that
ahead,
they were
Miss
not
Elliott.
allowed to, they weren't supposed to discuss anything about a pickup with anybody that wasn't
That's
me.
true.
But then my son called them and said, hey, I need to him about the court stuff about it and the not payment. And so either way, we got that figured out. And they called my son back to let him know, hey, we did get the okay, we can, come and pick up the furniture. Well, then when he got there to pick up the furniture, he wanted to look at it. So my son took him through to look at the furniture and everything. And then my son called me because I was at work. I go to Detroit a lot for work. And he was like, they said they're not going to pick it up. I said, all right. I said, I need them to write something out stating why they're not picking it out, the date, the time that they were there and everything. So I got a card on the 19th of August stating that they were not going to pick it up due to damage. I have pictures on my phone. I didn't know how to send them. That is dated August 19th of the couch that has no stains, no rips, no nothing. And every time a picture is taken on my phone, it's got the date and the time on it. And the time on my phone for the picture is at 4:11 p.m.
Miss Keith, what can you tell me about that?
I have a picture that was sent to my email of a couch that's got, the arm has got a rip and it looks like some of the foam is coming out. That's why we couldn't pick it up.
When was that taken?
Looks like August 19th, 2024.
Do you know how to screen share?
I didn't. Let's say I don't.
No, but I could It's on my screen. Can
I
you see
know
it?
it's- Yeah, that's what it looked like when they went to pick it up.
Yes.
All right, well, Miss Elliott, the good news is you're gonna own this furniture for better or worse. But we're gonna change the payment structure. Defined for plaintiff. $1,342.32, $63.50 in costs, and again, we don't have the service fee. Total is $1,405.82. Miss Elliott, how much can you pay each month?
Anywhere in between $50 to $100.
All right, let's go with $100 per month. It'll take about 14 months to pay this off, but it's yours. It's not a rent to own at this point. I think $100 a month is issue. It starts November 1. What kind of stuff are you driving to Detroit?
I work for a company called Driveline, so we go into all the Dollar Generals and we do planogram
Oh,
resets for them.
I'm familiar with that
And,
company. I had one of my probationers that worked there.
Yeah, so my area is pretty well cleaned up, so they send me and my husband out to Detroit a lot to help get them cleaned out up
Good
there.
for you. All right, well, this will be first, $1,405.82.
Alrighty, and they're not gonna call me and harass me 3 times a day,
That's
send me
correct,
emails and
Miss
text
Keith.
messages?
All right, you're good to go. Z-Smart versus Cedric Strayer. The claim here is a little bigger, $2,174.92. Mr. Strayer is here. He's heard the instructions and he's under oath. Let me get to his case. I stated the amount of the claim, $2,174. This is a washer and dryer. And only one payment on the washer and dryer. He refuses to pay or return them. We ask for the balance of 2004. People don't need an Xbox. And the lady was chagrined at how much she was actually paying for. As far as I'm concerned, dual rent to own on the washer and dryer. But you only make one payment, that borders on criminal fraud.
I've made more than one payment.
All right.
He came in after it was filed and he has made $33.44. He's paid 8 weeks total as of right
Oh,
now.
very good.
I plan on continue making payments. I've been in between jobs, and there's nothing wrong with the washer or dryer. So if they really wanted it, they could come
So
get it.
if he's making payments, why are they?
Right now, he's
'Cause I
over
don't
30 days
answer
late.
the call.
He made the one payment, didn't pay it, went over 30 days late, filed on him. He came in and made a payment, and he's over 30 days late again.
Don't they have, are these at Laura Court? Is that where you have the washer and dryer? They have separate hookups in
Yeah.
each apartment? Makes sense to me to rent to own as a washer and dryer. What's your monthly payment?
I think it says $74 a month, which I was gonna catch up on payments this Friday. I work a biweekly payment job, and I just started it like a couple weeks ago. So since my last payment, I haven't
Well, let's
had
talk about
payments
this.
to pay them.
So
My payments
you made 8 payments,
$76.
brought it down a little, 2,033.44. Now you get to make payment 33.44 plus 83.50 gives us a total. Payable at $75 per month, starting November 1. Mr. Strayer, this is no longer a rent to own for the rest of it. So they can't come well, I guess they could if they got an order of claim and delivery, but late on the payments more than once. And so you're gonna pay for the payments you made. This is no longer part of the rent to own contract. You're not gonna get late fees for missed monthly payments or that sort of thing under the 344. So I fined for the plaintiff in the amount requested. Payable at $75 per month. And you make the payments directly to rent to own. Are you still at
Yeah.
apartment B at Laura Court?
Ford Auto
Where are you
Park.
working? All right, do you have any questions?
So how does the payment process go?
You just keep paying $75 a month. Now, you earn $16
And I
and
won't get,
94 cents.
I won't get the 15 phone calls a day or them showing up to my door every day.
No, you'll get, it's yours.
All right.
All right, thank you. Yeah, I had some problems with YouTube also. Susie, we got a couple more to do here. Cody Lester and Catherine Smith. Personal service on both defendants. Neither one of them are here.
No, it's
What's
still
the
the
balance here?
5,129.88.
Under a default judgment in that amount, $5,129.88, $97 service or filing fee and a $76.12 service fee. Total is $5,303 by default, joint and several. All right, Ms. Keith, thanks for your patience. That takes care of all 5 of your cases here
No, the
today.
other
We don't have
one's
any more
not
left.
rescheduled.
Thanks, you're good to go.